The boy trips and falls to the ground with a bump. Before the girl can reach him to help, he picks himself up and grabs the stick to continue the chase. In doing so, he catches a glimpse of you, and his eyes grow wide. All he manages to say is, "There," as he points towards you with a chubby little finger. Now the girl has turned to face you too. Before you can say a word, she lifts her little brother up into her arms and runs screaming towards the farmhouse.
Let's give it a wipe.
You don't wish to scare the children further, so you continue on your journey. You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Oh, that's of interest.
You walk towards the fire with confident strides until you finally make out 3 broad-shouldered men with axes. 2 rabbits are sizzling over the fire. The men are joking with one another, but you can only understand the odd word. They haven't noticed you yet. You follow the path for about a mile and then set up camp. The next morning, you continue your journey.
I know, it felt imprudent. But dwarf merchant.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets.
Oh, that's the river.
You look at the cold, dark water. The current seems so strong that they could carry off even the most experienced of swimmers. And you aren't even a mediocre one. You once read a legend in a book. Elria, the goddess of water, did not like the children of the forge and cursed the dwarves, so that they would drown in any waters beyond their kingdoms. The main reason that dwarves avoid water to this day.
No, I want to go here.
You leave the peaceful banks of the river behind you and continue on your way. You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack. Your eyes roam the land on the other side of the river. You estimate that you will soon have completed half of the journey to Blacksaddle, but you still can't make out the mountain on the horizon. The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers. There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are intended to light up the area in front of the palisade in the night, so that orcs can't creep up to within an arrow's reach without being seen.
Oh, that can't do great for global warming.
You have spent the last nights under bushes on the hard, cold ground. You are yearning for a good meal and a real bed.
But will we find one here?
The wooden palisade encompasses the whole of the large village and is guarded by many men in armor. The stronghold has been constructed in haste, probably only over the last few days, but the work is sound, and uninvited guests should find it difficult to gain access.
Orc skulls?
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind. Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there!
What brings you to fair Goodwater? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travelers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stay closed once night has fallen.
There's certainly no regret showing in the man's face. The orc heads on the spears look fresh, a fact that causes you unease for more than one reason.
Those won't scare orcs away.
I hope not. The more orc heads that end up on those spears, the more gold coins that end up in our pockets. Right, boys? Yeah! That's right! Yeah! We've killed our fair share of orcs and know how to motivate them. Those ugly mugs will spur them on, and then they'll perish in front of our gates.
Two things become clear to you. Firstly, that the mercenaries the villagers have hired are excellent at killing orcs, and secondly, that they sadly have no brains at all.
When did you kill these orcs?
Yesterday. We caught a couple of their scouts first. The others tried to take revenge in the evening. Let's see who'll turn up today.
Do you want me to be mauled by the orcs? Let me in.
You're pleased to notice that your voice sounds more accusatory than worried. The free peoples of Girdlegard have always stood side by side against the beasts of Tion. The mercenary seems to weigh up his options, but then shakes his head.
Put a few miles between yourself and us, and then you should be safe. As safe as you can be these days.
Stay alert. If I see anything, I'll scream.
Oh, yeah. You bet.
Not sure if I want to pay him. That'll pretty much get rid of whatever progress we made. You know, we didn't even take a bedroll with us. We're just literally sleeping on the dirt. Okay, I feel this is a but thou must kind of moment. We can't actually leave. Alright. But thou must.
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
Hmm.
The double gate is made of... Is this to be your bed for the night? A flat, cold hollow under a bush? At least you wouldn't be discovered immediately.
It doesn't seem like there is a better option. Okay, we can either set up camp by the fire.
You think about waiting by the fire until the morning. At least you wouldn't have to go cold.
Let's go cold or under this.
You hardly slept a wink during the night, jumping at the slightest sound.
At least I wasn't cold.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old. You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
Seem to have forgotten about the rope.
I am Sinthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkug.
The Kragnar Shore tribe will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard. The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
Better safe than sorry. Better safe. Better safe. Better safe. Better safe. Better safe. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than.
How many times can I do this? I know in FF9, if you keep going with the wrong option at the start, eventually a character gets an extra line that you otherwise don't get. I don't think the character has much line, so it's a significant thing. But yeah, it's a funny little bonus. But you have to do it like 60 times, and it's a lot more tedious than this one.
Better safe than.
There's some mistakes there, but sure. Like he didn't tie the rope, he just rolled it down and like let it hang limply on the other side. It's weird.
You're overcome by the urge to vomit. You have, of course, heard the stories, but seeing with your own eyes that orcs actually do eat humans is a long way from just reading about it.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar, in front of you. A grounding, perfect for a spotted breakfast.
You know that you're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the Divine Smith. Perhaps you'll manage to kill at least one of them, so as not to appear so undwarven in Varacus's eyes.
I'll give you something to chew on. Vracus made us of stone.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey! That one was mine!
You're just too slow, dear brother.
Too slow? Just wait!
Wait, when did we get a shield? Oh, really, when the fuck did we get a shield?
End it.
Oops, I should group them up. I was thinking I didn't have control of these for some reason. Multitude blows in front.
Huh? What is it? What is it? Yeah. Who's next? Yes, yes, yes.
Come on, group together.
Understood.
Go over to the side.
Huh?
No. Do
Yes.
that.
Huh? Huzzah! Of course. Too easy. Put up a fight. What is it? Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. What is it? Come here, you. Yes? Huh? On my way. And what now? Another one bites the dust. Understood.
Yeah.
On my way. Huh? What is it? Yes. At once.
Just need to run this guy for a bit till he can regen some health to be viable.
And what now? Huh? Oh, what bad luck for
Understood.
you! And again. At once. On my way. He hardly put up a fight. What is it?
Yes?
And what now? Yes?
Uh-huh. At once.
Yeah. What is it? Huh? Yes?
Yes?
And what now? Wild creature. Yes, yes. What is it? Huh? On my way. As good as done. End it. What is it? He hardly put up a fight. Huh? On my way.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Who's next? What is it?
Huh?
And what now? Huh?
And he's gone.
He hardly put up a fight. Yes?
Come on, group up.
And again. On my way.
Yes?
Huh? What is it? Huh? Come here, you. Bad luck for you. Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Please do not sue me.
All right, go. And what now? Who's next?
Like, see, we're doing like he was doing like 400 points of damage there.
What is it? He hardly put up a fight. Luck for you. Yes? Come here, you. What is it?
Ooh, friendly fire is a thing.
I didn't hit you very hard. Oink oink. That's all? No more orcs? Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill? Well fought? But he fought like a...
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you, and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindale Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
And what would that be? I feel like I need to use codex here.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boindale? Piggy snouts!
The Elfar from Son Balzur and the Orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. But it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Brawron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death. We should get going.
A fourthling. I could imagine like 4th generation, but I still feel it would have more significance if something like that. For one raised outside of a dwarf hold.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
They have no place to talk. They're not that higher level than me. Okay. So I can teach him sweep or cleave. An enemy or several enemies. Given it's the kind of game it is, I feel multiple enemy strikes are better. Like, it's heroes up against tons of like hordes of mooks, you know. It's presumably with the occasional boss or hero enemy we go up against. My mind's kind of going back to the little bits I've seen of Dynasty Warriors, or, you know, those games. obviously in a more budget and, you know, different system, you know. It's more of a dissimilate, but you get my point. Defense bonus, damage bonus, healer's will, rush. Cleave. Found food. Small elixir. Ah, there's the talisman they want. A 10% chance to regenerate 10% of health during successful attack. Also, all this stuff is making me think of puzzle quests. You don't know, it's the match 3 RPG game. Match 3, you get to cast this. You match the right number, the right gems, you cast the spell, you match the skulls, you hit an enemy with just direct damage. Six. Oh. Oh, that's turn left.
You and the twins approach Goodwater. A huge army of orcs has surrounded the village on 3 sides. You see smoke and fire and hear the battle cries. The village is holding out, but for how long? You and the twins.
Oh, now it's getting exciting. Archers in front of them, 3 dwarves behind. I wouldn't like to be in their shoes.
Okay. Choose what she gives someone. Can't. You get to go without.
Yes?
On my way!
What does a breakout mean? Guess we'll find out soon enough.
And what now? What is it? All right, with pleasure. What is it?
Understood.
Huh? And again. Huh? What is it? Huh? Say goodbye forever.
Yes?
And what now?
Uh-huh. Pavrakas!
What is it? And what now? On my way!
Huh?
Oh yeah, I do have to activate it.
Come here, you. Yes?
Huh? On my way.
Too easy.
Understood.
Disengage.
And what now? What is it?
Huh? At once.
Ow! Another one bites the dust. What is it? Huh?
Yes?
And what now? Huh? Huzzah! And what now? Say goodbye forever. What is it? And what now? Yes? Oh, what bad luck for you! Huh? Ow! And what now? Dust.
Uh-huh. Understood. On my way.
He hardly put up a
Yes.
fight.
Understood.
On my way.
Did you see that, men? Now they are warriors. Hey, you down there. I'll send you some reinforcements. Let's stick it to those runts.
All right then. Stay close to us.
Okay, that's what I mean by breakout. Oh, okay. Move. Do it. Do it. It says it's for like one attacker, but you can line it up right. It's narrow.
Boindale, what could do with your axes over here? And what now? Horja, give me a hand. Huh? On my way. Huh? Another one bites the dust. Of course. And what now?
Oh,
yes. On my way. Away with you. On my way. Who's next? What is it?
Yes?
What is it? Huh? Yes? As good as done. On my way.
Huh? Understood.
Huh? And what now? He hardly put up a fight.
Yes?
End it.
On my way.
What is it?
At once.
Huh?
He's down.
And what now? What is it? Huzzah! Who's next? Of course! Ha-ha!
Uh-huh. On my way. At At once. End it. On my way.
Can't seem to get you back up.
Understood. For breakfast.
And what now? He cheated!
Vile creature. At once. Understood.
Out of my way, soldier.
On my way. Kill. And again.
Oh,
At once. Attack! For breakfast.
The orc's fighting spirit lessens with every fallen comrade. After Kragnar's death, they finally attempt to flee the battlefield. Very few escape the mercenaries' arrows.
ooh, grants an extra action point every 5 seconds during battle. Nice.
The leader of the mercenaries approaches you, surrounded by his soldiers. His expression is one of recognition, caution, perhaps even awe.
You're the groundling dwarf that was here a few nights ago. I got you all wrong. Thank you for your help.
A young mercenary runs towards you. He has something in his hands that he clearly wants to get rid of quickly.
Commander, we found this on their leader. It feels strange.
The commander looks at the amulet in the man's hand and makes no suggestion that he plans to touch it himself. You take your opportunity.
May I?
You take the amulet and can feel a tingling on your skin. It is clearly magical.
Keep it as a sign of our gratitude.
The commander bids you farewell with a short nod and moves away. It would seem he thinks he's made a good deal.
Ah, start. That is still there. Oh shit.
The farmstead has been plundered, ravaged, and part set on fire. But not all of the buildings are destroyed. You call out for any survivors, but there is no answer. You split up and search for signs of life in the burned-out ruins of the farmstead. You take on the main building. You don't find anything, apart from a charred doll. And the twins have no luck either. There are no signs of life. With a heavy heart, you decide to turn around and continue on your way with the twins.
They're slowly getting patched up. So, here. I'm gonna call this here. I should have called it quite a while back, but I'm getting into it. As clunky as I find the combat. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. Till then.